Hey guys, Larry here from Photo Me Larry, and welcome back to another episode of Follow Focus. This is extra content that I create for anybody who reads the blog that usually sits right above this video. So in this video, I'm talking about using the Canon Rebel T7. This is a beginner camera. It's marketed directly towards people who are interested in getting into photography for the first time. It's like a $399 camera, I believe, somewhere around there. It's an entry-level price point, let's just say. It's a 24 megapixel CMOS sensor. It's not full frame, but 24 megapixels, I mean, roughly speaking, that's twice the megapixels of your iPhone 11. So if you already think your iPhone 11 takes great pictures, imagine doubling the resolution, and that's what you get with this. Now, the one thing I will say is, don't judge this camera by the kit lens. The kit lens that comes with this, I mean, it's a basic lens. It lets you go out there and actually take pictures, but I don't think it lets you take great pictures. If you look, I've taken off the kit lens from this camera and I put on the Canon, what is this, the 50 millimeter 1.4. And this is a great lens. I actually like using this for portraits, but I will also go out and shoot street, or I'll go out and shoot not landscapes, but I'll shoot, like, you know, scenic areas as well. Like I did a lot of, couple of photo walks with the 50 millimeter. And I just gotta say, I think it's a phenomenal beginner camera, especially if you want to go with Canon. This is the camera that I actually recommend to most people who are getting interested in going into photography. The main reason there is because I feel like, and this is all me based on my perception, but I feel like the Canon community is a little bit bigger than Nikon and Sony, especially in the beginner market. Its entry-level camera is the least expensive that still produces over 20 megapixels. And that is a key for me, because if the market is bigger, I also know that as a beginner, you're not always going to be a beginner. There's going to be a point in time where you're going to want to upgrade. And therefore, you want to have more people who are looking to buy this camera from you so that you can at least get $150, maybe $200 back to put towards your next camera or whatever you graduate into. Maybe you don't ever want to graduate. You know, 24.1 megapixels is actually fantastic. You can do a lot of great work with that, so long as you trash the kit lens and put on some better glass. And that's what I did. I took this camera out with me. I shot with this lens. I also shot with a Sigma, I think it was a 150 to 600 millimeter lens. And I actually liked the results that I got from the camera. I knew that if I could punch in, I can get great detail. I can fill the sensor with, you know, pixels and just, I got pretty sharp focus as well. So all I wanted to add to this is, for anybody who's read the blog post and seen that, like, you know, I think it's a decent camera. It's a great camera for beginners. You're spending $400 and you get 24.1 megapixels. You can do great stuff. But the key, the thing that I want to say here is, all you need to do to really enjoy this camera is just at least get one lens that is cool. Get the 50 millimeter 1.8 even. I think that it's still a cheaper construction lens, but you might want to add that to your kit if you're only shooting with the kit lens. At least give yourself some versatility. But I think it's a great camera. I think Canon did a great job. They have set the bar very low financially for anybody who's interested in getting into photography. And what makes this a great beginner camera is it allows you to shoot manual. It allows you to shoot with aperture priority. It allows you to shoot with shutter speed priority. And also it has like an automatic mode, which any camera really has that as well. Or any, I think modern SLR, DSLR, or mirrorless has that. That's a mode that I try to stay away from 100%, but I'm sure if someone was brand new and they just wanted to test their camera, they would pull that out and try to shoot with it. But really, for any camera to be a great beginner camera, it needs to be inexpensive. It needs to produce, I would say, decent photographs, have a good sensor. It's an EF mount, so you have access to so many other lenses. You're not just limited to, you know, kit lens glass. That's another major benefit of this camera, is that there are tons of EF lenses out there, both new and used. Long story short, it's a great camera to get you started. I think that the kit lens is garbage. In the nicest, most respectful way possible. I think that kit lens will allow you to test that your camera works. You know what I mean? As soon as you can, get yourself a better piece of glass and just roll with it. You could use this camera for a long time. I could use this camera and do decent work right now. If someone asked me to take portrait pictures of them, I could take this camera and I bet you I could deliver great results, because 24 megapixels is fantastic. Just make sure you change the lens. So I don't know, that's it guys. Thanks for reading the blog. I appreciate everybody who follows me on YouTube, who follows me on Twitter, who follows me on Instagram, or any platform that I'm releasing content. Follow Focus is content specifically for the blog I just hosted on my YouTube channel. So if you see this video and you don't know what blog I'm talking about, just go to photomelarry.com, click on blog. You'll see all the blog posts that correspond, and I'll even save you a step. I'll post the blog from this one in the description below. So I don't know, that's it. That's all my thoughts on the Rebel T7. I'm gonna do an official review of this camera at some point. As of right now, these are just extra thoughts in regards to the test images that I shot. So yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Peace.